Hey, what's up, everyone? What's going on? Good morning on this. Good morning on a very beautiful, Saturday weekend. So this is evidently September 22nd, 2018. So apparently, I'm just looking outside tonight, and I'm actually noticing, an entire wavy line of these clouds outside. My God, even though the skies are basically clear tonight, there sure are clouds around. And what do you know? It's a full moon out here. How cool is this? So, let me go. So, anyways, let me take a look out here. Because yesterday, let me see, yesterday, around the afternoon, the weather, however, has become a lot more cooler. And not to mention, it was it was, like I said, it was heavy winds, though. Not to mention, it was weather was basically windy outside, no joke. So apparently I was let me see. I was trying to check, let's see, because yesterday I was just busy, heading outside, checking to get the mail. Turns out there was absolutely none. So apparently I was so let me see, because yesterday, around on a Friday afternoon, the weather was really windy outside. So I was noticing one of the chairs outside the front porch, however, had just fallen down. So I had just simply, just fallen down on the front porch. So I decided to pick it up. And while I was at it, and while I was doing that, I've also did notice there were a bunch of spider webs, especially outside the front porch, right close to where, where the front door was actually outside. The front door was at, so I had to use a broom to sweep all those. To sweep away all of those webs off. Cause man, they sure were everywhere. Just covering just the front entrance. Not to mention above the house, to be exact. So I've already taken care of that. However, there were no spider webs, especially around the back door. But I had, I had to bring the broom with me just in case. So I swept, most of those webs. Let me see. So I had to, let me see. So I had to sweep the spider webs off of the broom, the wooden broom, just in case. So all of that's been taken care of. So, anyways, let me zoom in on this full moon out here. So, okay, there you are. Because let me see. Because right now I think it's I think it's 2:23 or is it 2:24 a.m. Especially around this Saturday morning. Not so sure because I know that this is when let me see, because I actually began video recording this latest full moon out here tonight, which began at 2:21 a.m. All right. So anyways, the weather out. So let me see. So right now, it's a really beautiful night outside. You got a full moon, and plus you got an entire wavy line of clouds everywhere out here, especially around way above these skies, because I can clearly see them. So tonight, however, it's really peace and quiet out. Really peace and quiet out here. And I mean really quiet. So the weather is let's see, so the weather outside it's actually much cooler. But even still, I must admit, I kind of I really do love when the weather, however, does get windy though. Not too windy with heavy winds, but I just kind of like it when the weather is much cooler, much more nice and cooler out. outside, so I must admit though. So anyways, let's see. So anyways, I've just been busy, like say what, just working on. Let me see, just working on a sketch on my sketchbook since yesterday afternoon, around like say what on a Friday night. Just busy testing my skills. That's all. Man, it's like I said, this weather out here is like really nice and cool. You can like, I mean, you can really feel like say, well, this breeze of fresh air outside, and it's also right, and it's also like say, one heck of a breeze. So let's see. I don't see. Let's see. So right now, let me see. I'm observing outside. No, I'm observing the skies tonight. So let's see. All I see is this full moon out here, not to mention these clouds. So I can tell the clouds, however, most of them are already breaking apart. Yep. And plus, not to mention, it's like, say, well, a little bit windy, but this breeze of fresh air just, man, it feels so right. Let's see. Well, let me see. I do notice some flying. Let me see. I do notice, like, say, only just one flying bug. Probably a mosquito, of course, outside tonight. But I don't really see that much, especially around, like they usually are. So all I see are just one flying bug out here. That's all. But still, it's a good thing, this weather out here is like saying, really cool. Gotta love this nighttime, really. Let's see. So there are no stars out here. Plus, well, there are no airplanes, well, flying around out here like they usually do. So I don't see any of it. So I don't see, well, neither of them around. I don't see none of them around here, though. So all I'm just doing is like say, well, let me see, observing just this moon here, and all these clouds. But even still, I'm just glad I managed to like say, well, making up here just in time, like say what, just to fully observing, like say what, this full moon here. Because let me see, what was I about to say? Because while I was looking outside the window downstairs in the den, at first let me see, because I'm actually like say what, observing the full moon, and then I just saw the clouds, so I had to make it right back up here quickly because I was afraid that the clouds, however, were gonna like say fully cover up the full moon, just like it did like since especially on a Friday morning. That was what, yesterday. Because let me see, because to be honest, I didn't really have time to like say getting to like say do the video recording of the full moon, because I was like say just busy trying to like say working on one of my art sketches, and then I can try and like say maybe try catching up to this full moon like say next time though. Well, this is that time, especially around, this Saturday weekend. Yep, the clouds are definitely breaking apart though. So now I can finally, so now I can like say, fully observe, like say, well, the night sky's out here. So these clouds, they're really just like say, they're really rotating directly towards the left side. So they're moving like say, really slow. Let me see if you can actually like say, observe it right here. But man, oh man, yesterday the weather, however, was like really windy. Although the humidity, let me see, although well, the humidity outside was basically like say well, much more cooler than ever. I mean, what? Yeah, it was much more cooler than ever. But man, like I said, the winds, man, they were actually sure were strong though. All right, so let me see. Let me zoom on out. Let me quickly observe here. Okay, so this is where well, this full moon is currently at. Right there. Okay, so let's see. Let's focus on the moon itself. Not to worry. Those clouds, on the other hand, they'll like say they'll pretty much clear out of here though. Yeah, the weather out here is really like say right now it's. Let me see. Right now the weather out here tonight is like say it's getting windy though. Yep. Oh yeah, it's definitely getting windy. A little bit. Oh yeah, what was? Oh yeah, that's right. What was? Let's see. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, I've also plus I found out well the Monster Energy girls will also be like say well will be on their way visiting Detroit starting around next year on at let's see in Detroit, Michigan. Let me see at Ford Field on February 23rd, 2019. So yeah, I was actually like so yes, I was actually like say well on Pig Tame, and I just suddenly just found out about like say well the Monster Energy Girls is on well their travel schedule though. So yes, they're gonna be like say well visiting. So yes, they're gonna be there like say well in Detroit starting around next year on at Ford Field February 23rd, 2019. Just like say you know a heads up. Still, but even still, you gotta really love this really cool. Still, you gotta really love this nighttime, especially like say you know well when the weather, however, somehow like say when the weather gets a little bit windy, it's much more cooler and nicer outside. It's better than that than well, I'll be honest with you, because it's much better than that than like say you know being in a very warm and muggy area. I mean, not I wouldn't say area, but in a warm and muggy. Well, outside though. All right, so the clouds, however, are beginning to break apart. So I can see. Let me see, because right now I'm currently seeing some. See, I wonder why the camera's image, however, is just blurry like that. Shouldn't be doing that. Okay. Yeah. Because let me see, because I don't hear. Let me see, because like I said, because tonight, however, it's like, because let me see, because tonight it's like you know, it's really you know, like I said, it's really calm outside. You know, really like you know, like very quiet, peace and quiet. You know, so I don't hear any cars or no motorcycles around. Well, at least I do hear some cars. But like I said, but other than that, you know, everything else is going well. Okay, this full moon out here. Let me see. Okay, this full moon really shouldn't be expanding that big. So hold on. Okay, I apologize for that. It shouldn't be expanding like that, even from this distance. Actually, that was really just a cam. Actually, that was really just my let me see, my phone's camera that just did that. So it's like whenever you do a video recording, whether like say you know by focusing on this full moon, it actually like say you know expands from like say what from its original size. Well, well the moon's original size to like say what by expanding to a really huge one. So that like I said, because that can actually happen. Like say whether you're using like well any other using any other Samsung Galaxy tablet, or if you're using a phone to be exact, your phone's camera, for instance. Yeah, that can happen. So let's see here. All right, let's see. Let me see if I can try to zoom in using a full zooming magnification 4 point times 0. Okay, there's the moon itself right here. The weather outside is like, a little bit windy, but it's definitely one heck of a breeze. The fresh air out here. Let me see. Yeah, I can definitely hear the sound of a cricket outside too. All right, let me see. All right, that's cool. I can really see, this full moon out here much more clearer now. So let's see. The clouds, on the other hand, I can clearly see them. So they're like, say, slowly rotating directly towards the left side. Okay, and this full moon out here really shouldn't be expanding that big. Okay, now it's back to its normal size. The full moon itself alone isn't really doing that. That was really just, my phone's camera, of course, that just did that. Caused the image to fully expanding like that so big. So this is what the full moon out here really looks like, only from a distance. To which I'm just, observing. Yeah, the weather out here is sure is windy, really. Not too windy, but just windy. Hold up, hold up. Let me zoom out and check and see what's going on out here. There it is, right there. So let me try and focus on this. Oh, my bad. So let's see. All right. Let's see. Because right now I'm looking outside, so I don't think there's gonna be like say, well, let's see. Skies are basically clear tonight, so I don't see any stars. So right now you got like so right now I got like say well just one really cool beautiful moon out here. Oh yeah, I saw that fly. Yeah, I definitely noticed that what flying bug that was flying outside. Of course, I saw it on my. Okay, so I saw that on my camera while I'm like say just busy focusing on this moon itself. So let's see. Yeah, let's see. Because yes, let me see. I can definitely feel the breeze of air, even outside. Yeah, tonight is much cooler and amazing, especially around tonight in this awesome. Let me see in this on this awesome Saturday morning. Around this weekend. Okay, let me see. So I definitely, okay, so right now I'm looking outside and I'm also noticing, like, say, what? See, I'm actually noticing, like, say, well, other clouds, which are currently beneath on the far right direction. So, let's see. So, let me see. So everything else should be fine, of course. See, because something tells me this. Let me see, because right about now, this full moon which I'm currently looking at, yeah, it must have been, like I said, it must have, like, say, been rotated on the right side. I'd say possibly due to the Earth's axis. Naturally, it does that, every, whenever there's, like, say, well, an afternoon, like, say, around at nighttime, it does that. And then, give or take about a few minutes later, then tomorrow, like around the morning, it just does that. Not to, make everything else too confused, what I'm just saying, but just making my point, though. Naturally, this moon does that. Okay, let me see. Yeah, like I said, this weather out here is like, say, yeah, it's one heck of a breeze, really. You can definitely hear it, and you can also feel it, especially when you got, like, say, what, a windy weather out here, just a little bit. All right, but in the meantime, I love y'all. Y'all be good, be safe and sound out there. Stay tuned, and I will be back, everyone. Yeah.